Welcome back to Trades and Gains, everyone, where we read the markets like they're TMZ for Wall Street. Today was an absolute vibe. Nvidia brought the boom, Trump brought the drama, and Best Buy brought the pain. Let's unpack everything from golden sweeps to courtroom tariff chaos in 10 minutes or less. Popcorn optional, but context is required. So to kick things off here, let's look at our snapshot. The indices, we're going to check in. The S&P 500 finished the day up about 0.4%. The NASDAQ finished up about 0.5%, and the Dow was up 0.28%. The markets tried to rally on Nvidia's back, but got tangled in legal spaghetti over tariffs. And while big tech helped the indexes stay green, the retail sector just walked straight into a buzzsaw. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Nvidia popped despite the fine print. EPS, they had a slight miss, but they absolutely shrugged that off. Revenue was up 44.1 billion, which was a beat. Forward guidance, though, we had an $8 billion hit from China chip restrictions. But Wall Street, they shrugged that off, didn't care. The AI hype train doesn't stop for reality checks. Big sweeps lit up Nvidia tape today, including 2.7 million or 27 million call volume. Someone thinks the AI pump has more fuel in the tank. We also had some tariff whiplash hit. Wednesday, the federal court rules Trump's tariffs illegal. And then on Thursday, the appeal court hits the Uno reverse card. The translation, tariffs are back for now, which means confusion, volatility, and Goldman Sachs scrambling to recalculate that missing 200 billion in projected tax revenue that was coming in. Now, we also saw Best Buy and HP absolutely collapse on themselves. Best Buy cut guidance and hard. And HP, 8% drop over higher costs plus supply chain chaos. Retail is becoming ground zero for tariff blowback. You can't run a global supply chain when the rules change mid-quarter. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some macro data here too. We saw GDP got revised down to minus 0.2%. Jobless claims came in at 240K versus 230K expected. We're seeing continuing claims, highest since 2021. Pending home sales are down 6.3%. This isn't full-blown recession mode yet, but the macro's whispering, and we're definitely listening. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some Investor Central Club magic today. All right. So it looks like we saw 27 million hit Nvidia in calls. We saw 29 million in puts for SPY. Tesla, we saw 10 orders across 3 strikes. Elon's back, baby. Coinbase, we saw a big $220 put block, and that ain't bullish, folks. And darkpool watch, we saw now with a $362 million block. We also saw VTV with a $232 million block. And we also saw Microsoft with a $170 million order as well. These aren't your casual Robin Hood buys. Big money is absolutely moving in stealth right now. Now, we also had APP with 900 contracts on the $345 put at a $12 average. Tesla, we saw laddered calls for July 10th. Mara, we saw massive call blocks ahead of PCE. Also, Google, Palantir, Meta are all getting some spicy, long-dated call love as well. Now, let's go ahead and talk about our watch list and outlook for the rest of this week. Nvidia, the AI story is still intact here, but geopolitical risk is absolutely rising. BlackBerry and Hewlett Packard, retail warning, sales are flashing red. SPY and QQQ are stuck in range until PCE hits, so don't really expect any action. We're seeing CRM and ELF quietly outperforming everybody. And Coinbase, watch the $220 strike. It's an absolute pressure point right now. Now, Nvidia gave Wall Street a dopamine hit, but everything else is sending mixed signals. Trump's tariffs are now legal seesaw. Retail is the new macro canary. and inflation data is the next landmine. So, what's the move? Stay nimble, follow the flow, and ignore the noise that doesn't come with receipts. Drop your takes in the comments. Bullish or bearish post Nvidia? Are tariffs priced in? And who's buying the bounce exactly? And if you want this live data that I used from Investor Central Club, use that code 130 at investorcentralclub.com to unlock real-time flow insights, and it's cheaper than one bad spy put and a hell of a lot smarter. Catch you tomorrow, legends. The market isn't slowing down.